temperatures here. They are ready to have some heaters on the sideline. I see players trying to warm their hands. Particularly important for the wide receivers. They do have gloves on, and the quarterbacks trying to keep their hands warm. We'll see how it impacts the passing game here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. Now it's the Demons. Offense will come out first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that.
Turns it on down the left side. Inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Demons. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Badgers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And coming out to pilot the attack is Jake Fett. He probably spent plenty of time in the training room after being sacked 7 times in that loss last time out. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Badgers headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll ride him again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to the ground game on the left. He's got the first down. Still on his feet at the 45. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. To the ground. He's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Murphy. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Would have just been a 49-yard field goal try, but they're hungry for touchdown, so they'll try to move the chains on 4th and short. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Got his man. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. And it's the Demons lining up with a 1st and goal. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Swamped immediately.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going...
Touchdown, Demons! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Badgers want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Demons offense takes the field ready to go on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Break. Over. Where did he go?
Tells the run, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Almost picked off.
Man, you know, you always look back in games at single plays that turn the tide. And with this defense now trailing by 2 possessions, if they could have just caught the ball and gotten that pick, that potentially changes everything in this game. That was a missed opportunity.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what to catch it, big fella.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back on the move. Turning it on. Past the 50. Past the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Badgers.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he added the extra point.
Set to kick this one away.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Demons offense takes the field ready to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Making the adjustment on the play. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Uh-oh, look out. Past the 6. There he goes to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And it's the Demons. Just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Out wide left, it's Kitchings. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try the right side. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Ready, go!
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
How about that play behind the line as they lose 5?
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Snaps on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Into the house. Touchdown, Demons.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Back open in the middle. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Badgers line up to punt it away. Pulls it in at the 25. Taken down right away. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And it's the Demons who will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to make one miss. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to take a shot. Touchdown, Badgers! How about that shot into the end zone? And he makes the grab for the score.
That is a highlight.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Demons offense takes the field ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's past the sticks. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They think there's room to run to the right here. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Murphy. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And on that out route 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the 1st down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, Demons! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this dude's day just keeps getting better and better. Of course, we've already seen him score once, David, and after that run now, this guy's already eclipsed 100 yards. That's his 2nd touchdown. We're not even done the 1st half yet.
Yeah, the stats continue to pile up. A big day is approaching, and they've had no answers of stopping him. So if I'm the offense, I don't have to overthink this. Like, keep giving it to him. He'll keep making plays, and they'll keep putting points on the scoreboard.
A run for the quarterback. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Pulls it on the option. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. The Badgers in the hurry up. Second down to the air. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on third down, now setting up fourth.
Not a lot of room to make this catch. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sees an alley. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hard running there. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Got to make the play on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
They're going to run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Might as well run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Demons! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Breaks the tackle. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. And the Badgers are in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. And it's the Demons. We'll kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Blue, 30 blues, go!
Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And that is no good. Really had a chance to stretch it out there, but I think they'll live with a 20-point lead. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Good, strong tackle. The Badgers will hustle to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the middle. Fires it incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Dead center perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Demons offense takes the field, ready to go on the attack. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Runs through a tackle. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Dragged down.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Looking for a big play. He's got it down the left side. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That is a big-time completion for the offense. You have to give all the credit to the offensive line because he had all day to sit back there in the pocket, find an open man downfield. That was just way too easy for the offense. The defense, no pass rush whatsoever, and the result is a big explosive play for the Yellow.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Breaks into the open. At the 20. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Changing the routes with his receiver. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Rush is on. And it's a sack.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up. Part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
He's out past the 35. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Man, that's a really nice read. This offense has had a lot of success with the running back getting the ball, right? Running the pitch. The quarterback doesn't anticipate that. He keeps the football, makes a nice read. Nothing but green grass, makes the big play on the run.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen, so that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The give. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Touchdown, Badgers! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
Set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making the adjustment. There's some daylight. Plows through the defense. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. It's all over but the shouting in this one. Top 12 teams in the country. This is the scoreboard, how things are going for those vying for a playoff spot. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Got some green grass. There he goes. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. Just got rid of that one.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting up.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Throws it deep. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Badgers want to pick up the tempo.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's looking to throw. Whip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On play action. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Touchdown, Badgers! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Looking for a crease. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few 1st downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Turning it on! Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Driven back. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Using his feet. Maybe a crease. He's past the marker. He's at the top. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Demons!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and got to be happy about that after missing a pair. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with that thrilling 46-yard run to pay dirt. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it in stride inside the 20. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. He'll set up to throw. fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Demons offense takes the field ready to go on the attack. This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. A designed run for the quarterback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. He's changing the play. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quarterback keeps it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. He's dropped.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. QB got it himself. Running free. The 20. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need is they're going to get the victory in this one.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
And as they come to the line, they have the lead, and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Demons! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The quick out. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Snapped on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. 2nd and long here. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 9-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They're going to test the right side with this one. It's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm